So in Learning Target 2.6, you're simply looking at this pair of lines and you are answering about angle relationships. It doesn't matter whether these lines are parallel or not. Some people were confused about that. Corresponding angles are corresponding angles whether the lines are parallel or not. The only difference is if the two lines are parallel, the corresponding angles are congruent. Now, vertical angles are formed by a pair of intersecting lines where the sides of the angles are formed by the two lines, and then I'm looking at angles that are not adjacent to each other. So angle 1 and angle 3 would work. And let me undo that part. Angle 1 and angle 3 would work. Angle 2 and angle 4 would work. I could also go down here and say 5 and 8 or 6 and 7. I only need 2 though. So angle 1 and angle 3. And let's take one from the other one. Angle 6 and angle 7. Alternate exterior angles. Well, here are my two parallel lines, or my two lines. They don't have to be parallel. Exterior angles are on the outside of those two lines. So that's the exterior part. Alternate means on opposite sides of the transversal. So 1 and 8, and I did it again. 1 and 8, they're outside the two lines. They're on opposite sides of the transversal. And angle 4 and angle 6. So when they're talking about corresponding angles, when I think of corresponding angles, I would give the same general location if I was describing where they were. Angle 1, if I were going to kind of describe its position, I'd say it's to the left of one of the two lines that may or may not be parallel, and it's above the transversal. The only other one in this picture that I would give the same sort of description to, 5 is to the left of one of those two lines, and it's above the transversal. So 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. 3 and 8 are corresponding angles. I would describe the location of each of them as below the transversal and to the right of one of the two lines. And alternate interior angles, well, if these are my two lines, interior means between those two lines. Alternate means on opposite sides of the transversal, so 2 and 7, and angle 3 and angle 5.